skincare routine. Let's get to it. So the first thing that I do when I'm in the bathroom washing my face and brushing teeth, all of that, is that I use this custom cleanser from Prose because it's a super duper gentle cleanser. It's very much just a creamy, soft, delicate type of cleanser. It just removes any buildup that might happen during the night on my skin. Like, you know, I get the night sweats sometimes, excess skincare from the night before. You know, just gives me a good fresh start for the day without stripping my skin or anything like that. It's super, super gentle, and this is custom made for my skin, so it might be different from you if you have one formulated from Prose. I just recommend something super duper gentle in the morning. You could just use water. It's up to you. It's not that big a deal. It's not that deep. A lot of people don't use any cleanser in the morning. I like something very, very just cream-like and gentle. So I just feel like it gives me a little bit of a nice head start for the day and a clean canvas to work off of. After cleansing, teeth brushing, all that jazz, I go make my coffee, head in here to do my morning skincare and get all that started. First thing I do in here is go in with the Dickinson's Hydrating Toner with Rose Water. Yeah, I love this stuff. I know people feel some type of way about witch hazel. It's a very divisive ingredient apparently, but my skin likes this. This particular toner, my skin likes, and I like to use it in the morning. So I just take a little bit of that on a cleansing pad. And this is really affordable. You can get it at Walmart or anywhere, and you get this giant thing. So yeah, prior to that I was using like the Fresh Kombucha Essence, Elemis little exfoliating pads. I bounce around when it comes to the toners, but I just enjoy having some sort of like a toner essence product as my first step in the morning. And down my neck. I'll even get around my ears with it. Anywhere that just feels like it might, you know, always need a little good cleansing. Because hair product and stuff, you know, builds up around your ears. It's always good to give that a little wipe. I've just washed my hair today and put some stylers in and all of that, so make sure none of that is just lingering around there, because that will clog your pores and cause blackheads and acne. So you always want to kind of make sure you get all your hair care off your skin, which can be hard to do and easily something to forget to do. I'm totally guilty of that, but when I remember, I try. So next up would be serums. I have two serums that I've been reaching for recently that I'm very much enjoying. One of them is a newer addition to my skincare routine, but it has become a fast favorite. It is so lovely. So let's start with that one. This is the Tatcha Brightening Serum. The Brightening Serum. I believe this is replacing their Vitamin C serum, which is the first vitamin C I actually ever tried and loved back in the day. So yeah, it was really nice to get their new one to try out. And I'm going to go ahead and read you some of the claims. I actually wrote down the claims of the products that I'm talking about today, because usually I just don't remember. I actually wrote down like the key ingredients anyways and what makes these serums special, because my brain's mush and I just kind of can't remember to tell you. Like, I know what's in them, but don't ask me to tell you what's in them, kind of thing. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know it, but you can't recite it. So this is the Tatcha Brightening and Firming Vitamin C Serum with ferulic acid. I'm a big fan of ferulic acid also. And this retails for $89 for 1 ounce or 30 ml. You can get a really good vitamin C from the ordinary Inky List. You don't have to use the Tatcha one. Tatcha sent it to me, so hey, I'm going to use it. And I'm a big fan of Tatcha skincare. I'm a fan of Japanese skincare in general. It's not just the ingredients, it's more to it. It's a sensory experience that goes along with a lot of the Japanese skincare that I very much enjoy. It's unique ingredients and there's something very special about it. And it just, there's just this really nice kind of full kind of ritual feel around a lot of the Japanese skincare that's not so just clinical. Like, it feels more than clinical. Like, it's a sensory experience, and I like that. I like that. All right. So this has 12-hour time-release vitamin C that will visibly brighten all day for rapid results. So you have vitamin C that is going to be working throughout the day, not just when you apply it and it soaks in and then it's done. This is going to be working for you for 12 hours. All right, and the ferulic acid and vitamin C rich Japanese plum visibly firm, support elasticity while boosting antioxidant protection. It's an antioxidant booster. It targets hyperpigmentation, delivers 13 times more antioxidant power to visibly brighten the skin. So that's the claims for this Tatcha serum. So it's a vitamin C serum, but it's upgraded with a stable form of vitamin C that works for 12 hours. And it has the ferulic acid in there and that antioxidant booster. So it's got a little bit more going for it than just a vitamin C. So I like that. I like a product that does more than one thing. And warning, my skincare routine is a little bit on the extra side, but I enjoy it. It makes me feel good. It's what I like. So here we are. All right, let's go ahead and put some of this on. Skincare is one of my many little side quests of things that I thoroughly enjoy learning about and investigating and using. So I like putting things on my face, apparently. So I'm just going to take a couple pumps of this. And this is a very thin, watery product. And we're going to press this in. And this is one of those, it soaks in super fast. It feels very smooth and slippery on the skin. Not slimy, slippery. Like there's a slide and a glide that's really, really nice. And it just absorbs right on into the face. Now my skin gets very red when I touch it. I have reactive skin. And that way, like just I touch my skin, it's red. And this leaves a little bit of a tacky residue behind, but it kind of dissipates once you go ahead with the rest of your skincare and everything. You don't notice it. But yeah, that soaks in super fast. And I feel like it immediately kind of does something. Like my skin looks a little bit more alive. I think this is a really good serum. It's really cool. And that's a newer addition to my skincare routine. And it didn't take long for me to fall in love with that one. Where I was like, oh, she is new in something. I like that. I mean, I feel like I can see like a livening up, a brightening happening. Where my skin is just like, oof, yeah, we're awake now. All right, and my second serum that I like to use is the Shiseido. Shiseido, again, it's another one of my favorite brands. It might be my #1 brand out of all skincare brands is Shiseido. Truly luxe Japanese skincare that just feels so special to use. Like it's more than just the great skincare. It is that whole experience. It smells good. The textures feel good. The packaging is satisfying. It's like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole package here with Shiseido. That's what I really like about them. Not only, of course, they have amazing ingredients as well that a lot of them are very proprietary. They're kind of one of those skincare lines that do a lot, or well, their makeup and skincare. They're one of those brands though that does a lot of patented kind of proprietary stuff that's really innovative and cool. Like they're always improving and coming out with something new and interesting, and like some great cool skincare technology is happening. And I just think their products are interesting. Like when you go read about like the ingredients and stuff, you're like, oh, ooh, cool. So next serum here is the Ultimune. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Ultimune. I'm probably not. Power infusing anti-aging serum. And this, when you purchase it, will come with a refill. So this retails for $110 for the 1.6/50 ml. But this does come in 3 different sizes, so you don't have to get that size, and you do get a refill with it. So like I can kind of get behind that price point because you're getting the refill. And yeah, all their products I believe are refillable, or you can buy refills for them. So that's another really nice thing with Shiseido is most of their stuff is refillable. So this is formulated with fermented rosehill extract, which will increase skin's capacity to hold water for plumper, more radiant skin. It has heart leaf extract, which soothes and strengthens the protective barrier. Reishi mushroom, which is rich in antioxidants. It hydrates and visibly reduces the signs of aging. And there was, of course, more going on with this serum than just that. There's a lot of really nice, crazy good claims going on. And I find it to be a very effective, beautiful product. It's a very refined serum. Like you feel special using it. And it is lovely. And 1 pump is all you need. This is one of those that can spread and cover your whole face in one go. You don't have to overuse or, use an excessive amount with Shiseido. I've noticed their stuff is very potent. You can get away with like the least amount you think you could get away with, and it will work. Like 1 pump is all you need. And I know a lot of times with like serums, we tend to want to go in with like 2 or 3 pumps. But no, 1 will do the job here, and you don't have to overuse and waste product. And this is one of those serums I do find to be immediately hydrating on the skin. It just feels like it is juicing everything up and just plumping everything up. It feels very nice, and has a really nice texture to it. Very thin texture, soaks right into the skin, absorbs nicely, and just immediately kind of goes to work bringing in that moisture. It kind of will operate in a way that like a hyaluronic acid serum could operate, similar to that, in that it's going to help hold moisture into the skin and lock it in. And also having the skin barrier protection is very much needed. That's what helps with anti-aging and irritation and all the things that go wrong with skin, is because the moisture barrier is a lot of times compromised. So you can have itchy skin, clogged pores, like all the stuff is usually kind of stems from that. So you want to have a very resilient barrier there. And I've noticed since I started to pay attention to that and use products that help promote a healthy skin barrier, my skin's done a lot better. Kind of as needed, I use this one from Herbivore. This is the Green Magic Cica and Ceramide Redness Reducing Serum. I think I spoke about this one in my summer skincare routine and in my skin prep video I did for like skin prep for glam makeup. This is one I will reach for when my skin's feeling particularly red. Like if I'm having some irritation going on, some inflammation or some kind of reaction happening, which happens from time to time because I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, or having a Hashimoto's flare up, my skin will go a little crazy. When that happens, something like this is really nice and calming and soothing to the skin because of the Cica and the ceramides. Those are both very soothing ingredients for irritation, and they can kind of help reduce some of that inflammation and redness on the face. And this is a very nourishing serum as well. It's more of a lotion, a little bit thicker. If you're oily, like you could get away with this being your moisturizer as well. I think it's a beautiful product, and this is one that kind of stays in the routine, just not for every single day. It depends on what my skin is needing. Like a couple days ago, this was in the routine because I was having some redness, but all that has calmed down, so I'm just going to let this chill and reach for it when I feel like I'm needing it more. We're going to go into some eye cream. This is the Benefiance eye cream from Shiseido as well. I am on a Shiseido kick over here. I love my Shiseido, okay? Let me read to you a little bit about this one because I never can remember the callouts for anything when it comes to skincare for some reason. Okay, so the Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream. This retails for $65. You need so little of it that it is worth it. I mean, you literally need the tiniest amount, and this works. Like, it is incredibly potent. We have peptides that support collagen to visibly reduce wrinkles around the eyes. We have squalane, which hydrates and protects the skin's moisture barrier. Again, there we go, the skin's moisture barrier, very important thing. Visibly smoothing fine lines. Ginseng extract, which is great for the eye area. I'm a fan of ginseng for around the eyes. I've used a lot of eye creams that incorporate that, and I found them to be very, very effective and nice. And that visibly brightens and reduces dark circles. So we're going to go with a little bit of this. Now, normally I would already put my brows on, but I felt weird having brows on than doing skincare and a video about skincare. But typically I do my brows first too. But anyway, I've been working on this one for quite some time, and look how little I've used. You need the tiniest amount. Look, I'm just taking my ring finger, that much, and dib dab on. Take a little bit more. This has a really beautiful fragrance as well. It reminds me a little bit of like the way Clinique skincare smells. Just a wonderful, soft, kind of powdery fragrance. Very refined. And this is a super rich cream. Like, she's thick. And she is hydrating. This, for mature skin or dry under eyes or dry eye area, you're going to love this. And I find it to be very effective for the winter months because it is so thick and rich and hydrating. And that being said, about it being thick and rich, it also absorbs really well. It's not going to leave a greasy layer on your eye area or anything like that. It plays beautifully with concealer and your makeup. It's lovely. So just going to tap a little bit of this around, and I bring it all the way up to the brow bone, all around gently. And it just soaks right on in. A little dab will do ya. And it leaves just this really nice, hydrated, plump feeling behind. Moisturizer. This is an absolute favorite right here. Again, from Shiseido. I'm telling you, they're my favorite brand. This is the Vital Perfection Uplifting and Firming Advanced Cream. This retails for $140. Refills are available, so you'll save a little cash there if you get a refill for it. So this is made with an ingredient called safflower red, and they're grown in Japan. It's meant to visibly lift and firm the skin and make skin look more even toned. So it's kind of doing a lot here. It's going to even out the skin tone, lift and firm at the same time, which is wonderful. I do find this to be a very effective cream as far as that goes. It has ginseng root extract. Again, ginseng is one of a wonderful skincare ingredient. But yeah, the ginseng root extract supports natural collagen production and helps visibly firm the skin. And then we have something called Ziziphus Jujube fruit extract. I have no clue if I'm saying that right either. That will be, of course, on the screen with the claims. And this is meant to improve elasticity, firmness, and hyperpigmentation. All right, again, beautiful component here. Oh, so beautiful, very luxe. And here's what she looks like. I have been working through this one. This will pop out so you can refill it. And this has one of the most beautiful fragrances of anything I've ever tried. It smells just gorgeous. It's a very, very perfume fragrance. So if fragrance bothers you, you're not gonna like this. It is heavily fragranced, but in the best way, in my opinion. Look, fragrance doesn't bother me, so I'm like, pile it on. But I know a lot of people do not like fragrance, so there are a ton of options out there. Particularly like pros, they have fragrance-free options and they will custom make the skincare for you. So if you have a allergen or something that you need to avoid in your skincare, Pros is actually a really good resource because they can custom make it. You can put in, hey, I can't use this, or I'm allergic to this, or whatever, or and it's custom to your skin. The fragrance, it's fragrance. So yeah, it smells like a really high-end luxury perfume, and I want whatever fragrance this is. I keep meaning to look and see if they actually sell it because it is so nice. Like, I would love to smell like this. This is another one of those creams that she is going to go a long way. I take about that much on my thumb out of here. They sent me a spatula, but that thing is long gone. I could never keep up the little spatulas that go with these things. So about that much, and I just spread it around the face. Yeah, just work it in. And it just, it is velvety. Pure, silky, velvety goodness. And like the eye cream, this is a very rich cream, but it doesn't feel heavy at the same time. Like, it absorbs beautifully. It doesn't leave any sort of greasiness. It's one of those creams that feels like it is just going right in to your skin and getting to work doing magical things. Like, it is one of the most wonderful moisturizers that I've ever used. This is my #1 favorite moisturizer, hands down. And yeah, my skin doesn't feel greasy at all, yet feels hydrated and juiced up and plump and ready for the day. This is beautiful cream. Beautiful cream, great for mature skin, and I think oily skin would even enjoy that one, because it absorbs so well and doesn't leave any sort of like layer on the skin. Like, you don't feel it. It almost goes to what feels so much like a powdery finish. It's really lovely. Really, really lovely cream. And such a small amount goes a long way. That is the best thing about Shiseido. Their stuff is so very potent and just has really good like spreadability. that it lends itself well to only using a small amount. You know, like some creams and stuff, feel like you put it on and it just doesn't really spread. Like it soaks in too quickly. These, it doesn't do that. It like is the perfect kind of viscosity to glide across the skin and soak in without feeling like you need to over apply product or like you applied too much product. It's just right. Anyway, next step, like I told you, I have a lot of steps, is a face oil, which I know sounds a little like, what? For daytime, a face oil? Yes, a face oil. This one in particular from Herbivore. This is the Lapis Facial Oil. This is nice. This is really nice. And I know maybe you think, oh, my skin's oily. I can't put a face oil on. Let me stop you right there. It will help balance the oils in your skin. If you have your skin properly moisturized and use a face oil, it can really help balance out the oil production in your skin. And this one is actually formulated for more acneic, oilier skin types. And it helps to balance that. This is what this one in particular is geared towards. So let me read you the claims because they are pretty. So this retails for $50 for this size, but it is available in a larger size as well. It is made with blue tansy, which is meant to calm and soothe redness and visibly clarifies the complexion without drying it out. You can see what I'm getting at, where it's kind of meant for more of that acneic, maybe a little bit more irritated skin type. It pairs beautifully with like the Green Magic, in fact. This has vegan squalane, which supports the skin's natural protective barrier. There we go again, that skin barrier. And it locks in moisture because it is going to create a little bit of an occlusive layer because it is an oil. So it's going to keep all that good skincare we already put on locked in for the day. And this has kukui nut oil. Again, another word I don't know how to pronounce. And what that does is balances out the surface sebum that we get on our skin, kind of like the oil production, the sebum that comes through on the pores, and you can kind of see it in your nose, on your nose. It's like all that when you like kind of squeeze your nose that comes out. That sebum does not the same as a blackhead. That is just your skin oils that are there to protect your skin. This will help balance that. And again, in that way, it will balance the oil production of your skin out. And that is geared towards blemish-prone skin, which I do have. I don't have the most acneic skin now. It's kind of settled down. I've gotten older, but I have very congested skin that has the potential to become incredibly congested and have a lot of sebum production that just kind of stays under the skin. It doesn't come out. And so I get a lot of blackheads. I get a lot of whiteheads, a lot of clogged pores, a lot of kind of rough, bumpy texture. And yeah, that's something I've always kind of dealt with. And, you know, the more my skincare regimen has improved, the better that's gotten over time. So yeah, this is definitely one of those products though that is geared towards that type of skin. I think this is something that's going to work for all age ranges. Like for younger people, this would be great. Like just getting into, you know, like mid-teens, you're starting to have some acne happening, some oil production that's going crazy. This would be a nice oil to incorporate then and all throughout the mature skin era of your life, season, whatever. This to me is something that's really nice to incorporate in because as our skin can change and fluctuate with age and things can change and go crazy, something that can just help with that balancing out the oils and feel like it's addressing not just acne or not just anti-aging is really nice to have. I think that just maybe needs to be explained more with skincare for mature skin, is that it can also tackle these things. And maybe it would be nice to see a brand to make product that is geared towards more oily mature skin or more acneic mature skin, because there is going to be a little bit of different needs in there. If you guys would like a video on kind of my age demographic skincare, that like with recommendations of stuff that I think suits my skin type, which is that combo, a little bit acneic still, suffer some dry patches, hormonal things and flare-ups and all of that, and stuff that I think is beneficial for our age bracket. If you're around my age, you know, I'm talking like 35 to like 45 to 50, that kind of range. Let me know down below if that would be interesting to you. Anyway, this is another one of those products that is really nice because you need such a small amount as well that it's gonna last you forever. And has a really pretty blue texture or blue color. They're just pretty to look at. 2 drops. I'm sorry, I can't lay my hands backwards. They just don't bend that way. 2 to 3 drops. That's it. That is all that I need. And I just press that into the skin. And this has a really lovely organic kind of herbal fragrance that smells beautiful. It's just a very fresh, yet herbal scent that is really nice. This gives that glow to the skin. And also, it's not the thickest oil in the world. It's got a little bit of a thinness to it that it allows it to absorb really well and not just sit on your skin. You can go right into doing your makeup and not have any issues. Well, me personally, I don't. I prefer to let my skincare kind of marinate a little bit before I go in and do my makeup. So I'll take this time after the skincare is on and everything to go do like my morning devotional and stuff and Bible study time. And then come back in here to do makeup or whatever. But I usually take a good 30 minutes to an hour in between doing my makeup and my skincare, which I know is not possible for a lot of people. And in that case, this is one that you can go right in with your makeup if you need to. It's not going to disrupt anything or make it melt or anything like that. You're fine to go right on in, do your makeup as you normally would. But if you can, give yourself a few minutes to let your skincare marinate, like go make your coffee then, and maybe do like something, do your breakfast time, whatever, then come do your makeup. I would recommend trying to do that. Just give it a few minutes. Go do something else. Maybe go get dressed, whatever. Something can take like 5 to 10 minutes. Then come back to do your makeup. All right. When it comes to SPF, look, I don't go outside a whole lot. Like I'm an indoors cat, and I don't go out exploring. I stay in the house a lot. And so on days when I'm definitely not leaving, not going to get a lot of sunshine at all because I'm not going outside a ton or anything like that, I'll just go in with this. This is the Shiseido Violent Skin Glow, which is actually a primer, but it's made with SPF 25 sunscreen. So I'll use this one just on the day-to-day if I'm not going to be out and about, or if I'm going out in the evening, especially right now during the winter months. I'm really not seeing a lot of sunshine because it's either I go somewhere on a Sunday morning and that might be the most sun I get, and then by the time my husband gets off work or something, it's usually dark that we are leaving the house to go get dinner or whatever. And occasionally, I have errands and stuff during the day, but for the most part, I'm not getting a ton of sunshine at this current time with the winter. So yeah, this does just fine for me. And this is technically a primer, and it's good because on days where I'm just around the house, I'm really not going outside. I'm not sitting in front of windows. So this gets the job done for me. But on days where I know I am going to be out and about in the sunshine, like running errands, going to the gym has big windows. Days where I'm going to be in the car traveling and just having a lot of sun on my face and body, I use this one. This is an SPF 50. This is from Dewy Tree. This is the Urban Shade Derma Panthenol 5 Moist Barrier Sun SPF 50 Zinc Mineral Sun Calm and Repair. This is a Korean brand. My friend brought me 2 of these back from Korea, and this has been a wonderful, wonderful SPF for me. It feels very similar to the Shiseido on the skin, and I think it was Kinship was the other one. Very similar to the Kinship one. It has a little bit of a cast, but once you work it in, it goes away, and it leaves that kind of almost a primed feeling to the skin with that touch of glow, but not really a glow. It sits really well under makeup. It feels almost like a primer in that way. Like these feel virtually the same on the skin, which is kind of cool. But this is a very affordable. You can get this on a 2-pack on YesStyle and a couple other I believe, retailers that sell Korean skincare. You can get this, and the price point is great for it, and you get two. And I don't find it to be excessively greasy or anything like that. It's hydrating. It helps with the moisture barrier. Again, it has some extra skincare going on. It's not just an SPF. And it's an SPF 50 too, so that's pretty cool. When my friend Lila was in Korea, she actually like hunted down a SPF for me, like asked recommendations in person at, I think she was at Olive Young, and like talked to a consultant there and told him about my skin and what I needed and my allergies and all that. So this was like, she had it recommended for me, which was really, really nice of her to do while she was out and about shopping in Korea. And yeah, took the time to do that for me. Just lovely. So yeah, this is a wonderful SPF if you're needing one that is stronger, but is not going to irritate your skin. It's very gentle and sits nicely. It's not heavy. It's a really, really good option. And yeah, so this is for my more sunshine, summery time of year skincare, or SPF. And the SPFs I put on a little bit later in the day. I don't want to put those on right away. I usually do that before I do my makeup. So that is daytime skincare. And oh yeah, I'll throw on like a lip mask or something. I usually do that sooner. I just kind of forgot because I got started yapping. But I'll usually put on either the Colleen Rothschild lip mask, or this one from Dionysus, which is the goat butter lip mask. This is one I was like saving until I used up the Colleen Rothschild one. I just don't know where I put my Colleen Rothschild one at. So we'll put a little bit of this on. As my lips get very dry in the winter. So something super thick and luxurious like this, much needed. Something like kind of like a Laneige mask. I use those for during the day. So yeah, that's daytime skincare all taken care of. I'll see y'all in a little bit for our nighttime before bed skincare routine. All right, and we are back for our nighttime skincare, which I don't normally do in here. That's usually a bathroom thing, but for continuity and better lighting, let's do it here. So I've already washed my face, all of that. I used the Dr. Dennis Gross Balm cleansing stuff. I'll picture right here. Double cleansed with that by itself, and it does the job. So we have nice clean skin now. I'm going to get to my hair out of the way, and we're going to dive right back in. Now, some nights, I think about twice a week, I try to do a face mask, and I kind of bounce around between the face masks. So I'd either go between something like the Even Smoother from Peter Thomas Roth. It's a really nice one for exfoliating. It has 2% salicylic acid, 5% enzymatic complex, and smoothing crystals. It reminds me a lot of the Colleen Rothschild mask that I really enjoyed, exfoliating mask. So this is offering chemical and physical exfoliant in this one. Or my other favorite mask here is the Dutopia 25% Flash Facial from Ola Hendrickson. This is a 10% AHAs, 15% PHAs, and Scandinavian rowan berry extract. This is a really nice little face mask. You leave it on for 5-10 minutes, and it really makes your skin look super bright and awake and clean and clear and healthy. It's really nice, really nice. This one's been a favorite for quite some time now. I've very much enjoyed it, but I've got a dupe of it from L'Oreal. This is their Bright Reveal Dark Spot Exfoliating Peel. These two, pretty much the same thing. So I'm using this one up, and then I'm going to go to this one as my go-to mask for the moment, time being. And when I feel like I need it, I use the Even Smoother or the Exfoliate. I've got like this much left of Exfoliate that needs to get used up. I find that one to be a little bit too much sometimes on my skin. It can make it feel a little sensitive. So we skipped the face mask tonight because I just didn't feel like doing it. I usually do that on nights I take a bath, and I took a bath this morning because I had to do some hair stuff. So anywho, let's get to the skin. First thing, serums. And I'm going to go with the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Multi-Recovery Complex. This is amazing, by the way. Like, this serum right here, this is like one of those few things that I'm like, no, splurge on it. Like, it's worth it. This is good. Oh my goodness, you really don't need anything else but this in your nighttime for your serums because it has so many benefits. So this retails for $75 for 1 ounce. I think it comes in multiple sizes, by the way. You can get like a big boy double pack. Like there's multiple options for this. And I don't think that price is too terribly bad considering how good it is. This is the 1.7. 4 sizes is what this comes in, but the 1 ounce is $75. And you know, for as good as this is and as little as you need on your face, because it's one of those potent products. So this is basically 7 serums in one. It offers line reduction, firmness, evens tone, strengthens skin, hydration, radiance, and it also has antioxidants. And it's got some patented good stuff going on in here that is exclusive to this serum. So it has the exclusive Chronolux Power Signal technology, which helps skin's ability to self-heal. They did like in vitro testing, like in like test tube testing with it. It showed that it was like growing new skin cells and like helping the skin repair itself. So that's pretty cool with that. And then it has hyaluronic acid, antioxidant protection. I find that to be a beautiful serum. Really, really nice. Immediately was one of those. I'm like, oh yeah, this is doing some good for my skin. Like, see, I saw a difference really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some of that on. And I don't even use a full pump. I just put drip, drip, drip. 3 little drops. It's plenty. And work that into the skin. And get it very quickly absorbing. I feel like this has really helped with like, I've had some fine line issues, or well, not really fine. I had some line issues starting out. Like these 11s right here. I also have a scar kind of right in there too, so it doesn't help. But it's helped with my frowny face a little bit and soften these lines around my mouth some. So this is good. This is the newest addition to my nighttime skincare. And I'm very much enjoying it and feel like it definitely enhanced my routine. Next up, this is what I've been using kind of off and on for a little bit now. And reincorporated it recently because I used up whatever serum it was I was using at night. Can't remember. So, oh, the Misha stuff. I was using the Misha retinol double shot stuff. So this came in to replace that. This is the Origin Plantscription Active Wrinkle Correction Serum, which is fine. I don't think I've noticed anything miraculous with this yet, but it's okay. But I feel like maybe I haven't used it consistently enough to really give you a good review. But otherwise, it's been fine. It feels very hydrating. This retails for $72. This is made with potent retinoids, powerful plant actives to diminish stubborn wrinkles on face and eyes. So hopefully it really starts kicking in because I don't know. It's one that like I've kind of used here and there, but I haven't used it consistently. So it's getting in the routine as a consistent product. Let's see. It's got retinoid, which is a derivative of vitamin A for cell turnover, which helps with anti-aging. Hexapeptide 8 helps soften and smooth the look of fine lines. There's some I cannot pronounce, bark extract to help boost skin's natural key structure components and promote skin's youthful looking bounce. And it also has another key ingredient here that I can't pronounce. Well, I can't read my own handwriting, honestly. It's a nutrient-rich algae extract that will help boost the skin's natural key ability. The skin's natural key building blocks. I don't know why that just feels a little like a lot of words that don't mean a whole lot to me. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. Like just that description, like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? So anyway, we're gonna apply some of this on. I'm trying to really test this, but I had some other stuff I needed to use up in the meantime, so I haven't just dove into the product fully. So this operates kind of in that serum category for me. yeah, serum, but it's like a thick, a little bit more creamy type of serum. And it feels nice on the skin. It feels hydrating. And like it's, you know, pleasant to use, but I'm not sure if it's done anything super miraculous for the anti-aging yet. But I will give it time and monitor the results. But for right now, it is part of the routine. I like to include some sort of retinol product or retinoid in the evening. Okay, these two I'm almost done with, but these are the Dr. Barbara Sturm products. This is her super anti-aging eye cream. The price point of these is honestly just ridiculous. I forget how much it costs, and then I look it up and I'm like, But let's read about it. So I'm going to go in first with the eye cream, which it's $225. Really, I've gotten a lot of use out of this, but I don't know if I could ever justify that price point. To be honest with you, that's insane. Biometric lipids to support the skin barrier. More skin barrier stuff. Persian silk tree extracts visibly reduces puffiness and dark under eye shadow. Marine plankton smooth and firm the skin. So I feel like we could probably get an eye cream from like Shiseido or Peter Thomas Roth or the drugstore that might do a pretty decent job and not cost $225. Yes. That being said, this has lasted me a really long time. Dr. Barstrom did send me this, by the way. So the quality is lovely, but I mean, we gotta be real about that price. Seriously. Especially comparing it to other skincare I've used and price points and stuff. I'm like, yeah, no. But like the Shiseido, tiny amount goes such a long way. And also, I want to mention, you don't need a dedicated day and night routine, really. Like, you could use the same serums, same eye creams, pretty much. You could use pretty much the same products for day and night if you wanted to. Like, a lot of the same serums you can do twice a day and be just fine. Like, eye creams, those don't matter day or night, really. You could use the same one. Same with, like, a nice, good moisturizer. You don't have to have specific things that are separate for the most of the routine. The only things I would look into, like, being cautious about using in the daytime is, like, serums and some of the active ingredients. Some of them you don't really want a lot of sun exposure with, like retinoids, those nighttime. Anything that's like an active like that, a salicylic type products, those to me are more nighttime appropriate products because, I don't know, they just feel more appropriate for nighttime to me. And like, you don't want anything with SPF in it for nighttime. But other than that, like, if it's just a generic moisturizer, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, that stuff you can use day or night, you're totally good. You don't have to have it dedicated one or the other, and you can use the same moisturizer, you know, day and night, same eye cream day and night. You don't have to have this many products. This is just kind of what I do. It's a side quest. I enjoy skincare, and I get sent skincare, so I like to, you know, build a routine with what I have and show you product and options, but you don't have to do any of this. Honestly, you could just go in with one moisturizer and be good to go. You don't need to do all of this. It's just something I personally enjoy to do and like to talk about it. I just don't want anyone to feel like pressured that, oh, my skincare routine's not that good, or, oh, I don't do all this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's do what you want to do. All right, so next up, we're going to do the Dr. Barbara Sturm Super Anti-Aging Night Cream. This I am pretty close to being done with. A little bit left. And this retails for an insane amount of money. $395 for 1 ounce. Like, why? Why? I'm sorry. This has polyglutamate glutamic acid that hydrates and visibly plumps fine lines, wrinkles, and supports skin barrier. Persilane, antioxidant powerhouse. Non-peptide one, which is an avocado peptide. It protects and cares for the skin by supporting microcirculation, which is cool. I mean, this one has some cool call outs, and I do think this cream works very well. Like, it's one of those, like, when you wake up, your skin feels really good. type of cream, like I could be dry, rough, yucky feeling, I'll use this cream and wake up, my skin feels great. So if it is a good cream. If it's in your budget, go for it. But you don't need it. So I just take a small amount, just like I do with the Shiseido cream, and press this into the skin. And this is one of those creams, it's rich yet light at the same time. It's not gonna leave your skin feeling greasy. It absorbs really well, so you're not gonna feel sticky on your pillowcase or anything like that. And then lastly, Phoenix Oil from Herbivore. I think this was in my last one as well, my last routine. It hasn't changed. And this retails for $88, I believe is what that says. And this has rosehip and it's for anti-aging. It has CoQ10 to defend skin with antioxidant properties. Rosehip oil, which I love, really, really good for healing and keeping your skin happy and healthy. And we also have sea buckthorn oil, which conditions and keeps skin soft and smooth. Again, this is one of those, just a couple of drops. I always want to think this has turmeric in it because of the color, but I'm not 100% sure if it does. But it will kind of turn your face a little bit yellow, so it's no reason for this one to be at nighttime oil. And it's a little bit richer and thicker than the lapis oil that we use during the day. But apply the same way, just kind of press it in. You can see it did kind of feel a little orange cast on my face. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. Try to remember, bring whatever's left down on the chest. Last thing here that I do like to include with my nighttime skincare routine. Alright, a newer addition that come from my sister-in-law. She made this, by the way. She does apothecary. Makes balms, lotions, soaps, all the things. But this is her rose face balm. And this is made from roses from her garden, I think. Beeswax from her bees as well. So this contains argan and sweet almond oil. It's infused with roses, beeswax, powdered roses. Her roses smell amazing. Like I smelled a fresh one when we were visiting last time. Whoa. This is no added color or anything. This is just from the roses. I can't believe this is how roses smelled that came out of her garden. And what I like to do with this is take a little bit just over the top of everything else. It's a nice occlusive layer. It holds all that skincare in. And so I'm just going to pat a little bit like right under here. And this is really good for wintertime because it is that balm type formula. It will keep everything locked in, all the moisture locked in throughout the night. So when the heat's blasted and all that, my skin's not going to get dried out. But she's been using it. I think my mother-in-law uses it. My other sister-in-law uses it, and they all love it. And so far, I've really been enjoying it as well. Especially on the under eye there, like you would. You know, put like something like Vaseline to like lock in moisture, like slugging. Okay, I can do that with this. It's my Colleen Rothschild lip mask. This is, yeah, butter lip mask. So look at this. And there we go. Nighttime skincare. The last little step is my eye drops, but I'll spare you that. Like I said, you do not need this kind of routine. I mention that in every skincare video I do because I'm just obsessive with skincare and can be a little bit aware of how extra I am with my skincare, and it's a thing. And you do not need that kind of routine. It's truly just, I just enjoy it, and I work with brands. So, you know, because this is what I do, I have access to products, but I totally, believe me, understand about price points and stuff and it being very excessive. Believe me, I know. I know, I get that and I understand. I am brainstorming an affordable skincare routine. I've been trying to get items and things to talk about kind of research a little bit to build that routine to talk about with you guys. So I might throw that in a vlog. I'm not sure, but you'll see it in the title and know that's what it is. Because I do want to find a way to, I don't know, talk about some stuff that's much more accessible. Like, as in, just you can run to Walmart and grab it and not even cost like L'Oreal pricing. Like, I'm talking e.l.f. skincare, really good. Because they really do have some great skincare. The Ordinary, Inky List. I love a lot of their products and have used a lot of their products in the past. Purchased a lot of their products. And yeah, like one of my favorite cleansers or face balms is from Inky List. Like, it is a top tier product. Beats out all the high end ones I've used. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts down below if you want a more affordable drugstore routine for winter, summer, whatever. Let me know down below. And I can give you some recommendations if you just have some questions also. And yeah, okay. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Bye now.